Hey, you know, guys, I was at a meeting the other day, and there was a guy in there whose last name was Water.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, I wondered if he named his 2 children Hot and Cold, or maybe he named his dog Running, since his last name was Water.
Water, Running
Hot
Water,
Water, Cold Water. How are you?
I don't know. Running Water sounds like an
approve.
American native name.
Yes, Running Water. Okay, well, you know, and Taebyn, remember last week I told you about the Spanish horse rider?
I do.
Well, you know, you should never fly in Spain during inclement weather, because the plane in Spain falls mainly in the rain.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Saw
that's
that one
all
coming.
that's all I've got, unless you two have something you want to say before I roll the music.
No, not at this point. I'm speechless.
I am so very speechless. I just want to hear some music. That's all I want to hear.
That's what the deaf mute was. He was speechless too. Well, hello, greetings, salutations, and Moobarkfluff. Welcome to Bearly Furcasting,
What is
featuring
happening
Taebyn.
already?
I am Barely Normal, and with me today is Rayne Raccoon. Hello, Rayne, and of course, the Moobarkiest of pups is Taebyn, sitting here. How the fluff are you, Taebyn?
Moobarkfluff. Well, I like that. That's great. I'm great. I'm good. I'm a little confused still by what transpired in the last 2.5 minutes, but besides that, I'm doing pretty great. And you two, how are both of you doing? Oh my cow!
Good. Doing really well. I did have an interaction with a very rude cashier. Just rude, nasty. I guess it's my own fault, though, for using the self-checkout lane.
You gotta be careful when you do that there, Rayne.
Yeah.
Oh my cow.
Did you call for a price check on your own?
Yes.
Price check, please.
And you waited, and like no one ever showed up, and then you realized,
Nobody showed
I'm
up.
right here.
Self-checkout. Yeah.
Jeez.
My cow.
Oh.
My cow.
And so,
And
Taebyn,
Bearly,
yes.
How are you?
Oh, I am busier than a one-legged man in an kicking contest. Sorry, not kissing. I am busier
Freudian
than
slip.
a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, or busier than a
Wow.
one-armed paper
We've
hanger.
just-
One of the two.
We've just started this show here, and I don't know.
Or a
Wow,
one-lip,
we'll see how this goes.
or a one-lipped man in an ass-kissing contest.
There we go. There you
Yeah.
go. One-lipped man.
or a one cowboy without a horse.
Horse? Okay.
I've been through the desert on a horse with
I
no
am
name, but
not talking.
I'm not a cowboy.
Oh.
No. You didn't listen last week, but you've been through the desserts on a Norse with no name.
Well, yeah, I haven't listened because it hasn't come out yet for me. And I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe for our
There you
listeners
go.
too, but
Anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we should just move along. I don't know about you guys, but what do you think, Taebyn?
I think that way. Oh, I think first before we do that, I need to give a plug and shout out to Get Out the Float.
Okay.
Hey.
First Seaside, the beautiful Seaside, Oregon. Woohoo! Officially a con February 2 through 4. We went last year and it was great and fun. And by we, I mean Bearly and Rayne and me and my hubby Tatsu. We all went, and it was a really good little con and everything. And it's going to be better this year. More panels, programming, and everything.
Yeah, not just
all
Bearly
three of us are
Furcasting.
doing- Not just Bearly Furcasting. Not just
Things Weird Al.
does story time and Weird Al and stuff. There'll be actually more things.
We hope.
We hope.
We hope.
And that's why this is a shout out to all you furs that if you want to run a little panel at a small fun con, you should do so. Register at getoutthefloat.con and com.
Yes, not con.
And not con. There are no cons to that. But it'll be fun. It'll be good times. We'll be running around and doing fun stuff. And all kinds of stuff. Rayne will be DJing
Yes,
things,
and in fact, I am
and
the
that's
DJ
great.
coordinator for this event. So if you are a DJ
You are.
and you would like to come DJ, please submit an application. It's available on the website right now.
Yes, it is. It's very exciting. We're all involved and it's great and fun and exciting. So plug and
Welcome
shout out to
to
that.
Barely Furcasting featuring Get Out
Exactly.
the Float.
Yeah, that's right.
We help. We help as much as we
my
can.
cow.
We help
Or
when
Get
we
Out the
can, where we
Float
can.
featuring Barely Furcasting. I don't know.
Something like that. Yes, it's like featuring Bearly and Taebyn and Rayne. It's the Bearly Taebyn Rayne Con.
Let's hope it's not just
And
that.
we've got like a lot of staff to help out. There are no like con goers, but we've got a big, huge staff to make sure that the three of us are supported. So that's great.
Yeah, in fact, I think
my.
almost everybody on the BFFT staff is volunteering at Get Out the Float, aside from Ziggy, because it's a little bit of a long commute for him to get out there.
Yes,
It
from the
is Chile so
equator
long way.
to
But
Salem.
Ziggy,
yeah, it's
you
a
should
long
like
way.
do
Yeah,
that.
Chile
You
isn't
should
that
come
far.
out and see us. Join us.
Yes,
Oh
he can leave
my
his summer and
Yeah,
come to our
bring
winter.
us a
Wonderful.
bring us a
yes.
penguin.
Bring us a penguin.
Or five.
five, yeah.
Or five.
Or five.
Then,
yes.
then we'll have an attendance of 6 at the con.
So, Taebyn, have you got anything for the past today? Did we miss anything lately that you want to discuss?
No.
No.
Only capitalism.
Yes.
Everyone must tired from. You're just ready there.
Yes, I am not medicated or drunk at this point in the day, so I'm on top of my game.
Ooh.
So
Cannibalism every fur almost tired from.
You threw me because I expected Taebyn to do it.
I know.
Good for you. We unknowingly teamed up there.
We did. We
So what happens when you share
my
the same
God.
brain between the three of us?
It's
Yes.
really scary. But other than that, no, I have nothing. I have not listened to past episodes. I'm so naughty. I need to
Bad
get on
pup.
it so I can get some past today. I'm naughty
Yes.
pup. Naughty pup.
Naughty pup. Naughty pup.
Naughty.
Don't be
What about
naughty
you,
pup.
Bearly?
Don't
Do you
be
have
naughty
any
pup.
past today?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't. I just I record and I edit and I publish and then I'm like, unless I make a mistake or like when I'm editing and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this or that was totally off base, and then I'll come in and correct myself. But I've been right for the last several episodes, so
Hey.
y'all can go jump off a cliff as far as I'm concerned.
Why are we doing that? I don't want to jump off a cliff.
Because you're going to learn how to fly.
Oh.
Learn how to fly.
Or fall.
I believe I can fly. If you believe you can fly, you might be able to.
No, you have
Who
to
knows?
think
You might be a
You
redneck.
have to think happy thoughts if you want to fly.
Might think happy flots.
Flots, yes.
Flots. That's the doc. No, that was Phlox.
Dr. Phlox.
Anyway, okay, so we have no past today, so let's jump into
we
poor
just wasted
Taebyn.
like 2.5 minutes
I
of
know,
our
we just,
listeners'
like,
lives.
if
We
there's a-
love you. We're sorry.
I hate to say this, but we waste an hour of our listeners' lives at least once a week.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
And
Sometimes like an hour and a half.
and
even.
several
That's a good
more
point.
of
Sometimes even
our
an hour and a
own.
half. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Anyway, okay, so it is an obscure movie quote week.
It is.
So,
Oh,
yes. So, do either of you have any obscure movie
my. Well,
quotes?
I'm sure I can dig around and find some. What about you, Taebyn?
I do.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first, Taebyn.
I'll go first. Why
first.
not?
Okay.
Because I'm crazy.
Well, your name
like that.
appears on the
Okay.
title, so I'll let you go first.
Oh yeah. So that gives me rights.
Lefts.
So I have 3 obscure movie Wow,
Really?
talking.
Talking
What
is hard.
did I even say?
What did I
so
even say?
there's my first obscure movie quote.
What did I even say?
So I guess there's really 4.
Yes.
So my next one is that sarcastic, contemptuous tone that means you know everything because you're a man, and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
I actually don't know that one.
I think I know what that's from.
I'm
But
pretty
I
sure
won't
barely
say.
knows what that's from.
But I won't.
Well, because you'll ruin it for
say
all the people trying to guess at home.
all the listeners. Yes. Now remember,
All the
Taebyn, you
listeners.
have to remember what this was and say it next week. So
next week,
That's
that's a good point. Because
Okay.
I'll be like, oh yeah, what did I say? Where
It's
was
a
that? I
good
don't
thing
even know.
there's your
So, yes,
name
I
is
will-
it. There's a section for it with your name here in the show notes.
yes,
There
Yes.
is.
there is
So
where you can
that
write
might
things.
help
Yes.
remind me.
It might. It might.
Yeah, so next week, all you furs out there, I will reveal, and if Rayne comes up with any obscure movie quotes, he will also reveal our things. And then also Bearly can tell us his thoughts too at that point, and we'll see if he's right. And all you first, make sure to write into the BFFT chat or wherever and let us know what you think the answers are.
Okay.
Okay. So that was the first one.
My next obscure movie quote is,
Mhm.
No! Look, what's the matter with you all? It's perfectly simple. We have to have the fire drill when I ring the fire bell. That wasn't the fire bell.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know that one either. He's actually really getting good ones this time.
He is.
Oh. And my third one is,
Yes.
I hate shows that do this. And that's it.
Ooh, that was going to be hard.
That was going to be hard. Wow. Okay.
Well, so I've got some obscure sci-fi movie quotes for you. I know.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Raccoon has
There
done
we go.
sci-fi before, but I can't help it. I love it so much. So here we go. First one is from 1968. I'm sorry, Dave.
Ooh.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
I know what that
I
one
think
is.
I know that. Oh, Barely.
That's an
doesn't know
easy
what
one.
that is,
I'm
but it was-
lulling you into a false sense of security. The second
I
one
am lulled.
is from 1977. The world's a pretty big place, and I don't think we're the only ones in it.
Sounds familiar, but I can't say I can put my
Yeah,
posse on it.
yeah.
I have a week to
And
figure
then
it
the
out.
third one is from 1991. The future is not an inheritance. It's an opportunity and an obligation.
Very wise words, wherever that's from.
Hmm.
Because I can definitely say I have no idea.
Oh,
what
you
that's from.
you know
I have no idea what
these
that's from
movies.
either.
You know all of these movies. I mean, the first one's a given, but the others
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
feel so silly when you find out what they are.
Barely,
Yeah.
do you think you know what the other two are?
I don't. I don't.
I guess
But
we'll
the world's
find
a
out
pretty
from-
big
It
place. So
It is. I mean, that is a true thing. It is a
Yes.
true thing. So I guess we'll just feel silly next week.
Yeah,
you remember Phil
Phil
Silly?
Silly.
He was a
Yes.
clown. Yeah, he was a clown.
He's a total clown.
He's a total clown.
Oh, he
You know
rode
why
that
cannibals-
tricycle really well, though.
You know why cannibals don't eat clowns?
They taste funny.
They do taste funny. Yes.
Oh.
All right.
And
Yes. And
on that note,
yes, which is a B flat.
which is a B flat.
Mhm.
Do you know why Spider-Man's evil twin failed his driver's test?
I don't know.
Who is Spider-Man's evil twin? But okay.
He looks just
Well,
like Spider-Man,
Oh,
but with a
Yeah,
he's
goatee.
evil
With a goatee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll ask again, why did Spider-Man's evil twin fail his driver's test?
I don't
Don't
know.
know.
Why did he drive his failure test or fail his driver's test?
Well, he was a bad parallel parker.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Did you make that up?
I'll never tell.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm.
Well,
I
one of the
did a
things that we've done for the past, and we haven't done it in a while because there hasn't been any new stuff, is the That's Just Stupid or Odd section.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
True.
And I did a little quick check, and I found several very odd stories. So
Things have been happening.
Yes,
things have been happening.
judging by the picture for the first article,
Yeah, I'm a
very
little scared,
odd.
actually.
Very, very odd.
Very odd. So
Are you stupid or something? Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
competitors get down and dirty at Britain's Bog Snorkeling Championships. Now, when I saw the headline originally, I thought it said Dog Snorkeling Championships. And so I was
Nope.
really intrigued because my little dyslexic mind switched the B and the D. So
See, yeah, I have friends who live in England, and bog is also short for restroom. So I immediately kind of like, ew. And then I scrolled down further and realized it's not that type of bog.
Although,
no, it's
given,
the outdoor
given that
type.
picture, I wouldn't be surprised if it was what you were thinking. Right?
yes.
Might be a little bit of it, yeah.
So the picture is a young man in a swamp, basically, or a bog. He's got a snorkel on, and he's got a big bullfrog on his head. Now the
Big
bullfrog is
bullfrog on
fake.
his head.
It's
Oh.
fake. It's a fake bullfrog. So
Aw, he looks
that's
real.
not a real one. He looks kind of real. So London. This is in London, and the story goes: intrepid athletes donned snorkels and slithered through slime during one of Britain's quirkiest sporting events, the World Bog Snorkeling Championship. The annual competition in the tiny town of I can't pronounce that. Landwerter.
Landwerted.
Landwarded.
I get.
Landwarded Wells.
Landwerted.
It's
Landwarded Wells.
Welsh. It's Welsh, so it's going to be really difficult to pronounce.
Oh, okay. It's Welsh. Okay, Wales.
And I find
see
that just great. Ha.
Ha, ha, ha.
Just grape.
well,
It's just grape.
Sees competitors race to complete 2 lengths of a 60-yard water-filled trench cut through a peat bog. They can use flippers or their feet on their feet, but conventional swimming strokes are banned. Some contestants. Wow, I have not had anything, and I cannot talk tonight.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. Some contestants accessorized their snorkels, masks, and flippers with flamboyant touches. One carried a giant plastic toad on their head. Another had a bathing cap adorned with flowers. Spectators also get on the fun. 2 were wearing pink cardboard boxes, proclaiming them to be limited edition bog snorkeling Bobby and Ken. Competitors at the 35th annual contest were hoping to beat the current time of record of 1 minute and 18 seconds, which was done in 2018. So
I don't want to
120
do that.
yards through a icky, muddy, yucky bog in
I don't
1
want
minute
to
and
do
18
that.
seconds.
I don't want to do that, but I think because I wouldn't want to do that, I might beat the world record.
Because you want to get out of there
Because
so
I want to get out of
fast.
there
Yeah.
so fast. That looks disgusting.
That looks very disgusting.
Right.
And there are bodies in the peat bogs in England.
There are, yes. And
Some of them are like centuries and centuries old. I don't want to be brushing up against them things.
And they're all named Pete.
But that means
Yes.
they're good at looking out for others. Because they're the centuries.
Yes, the
Yeah.
centuries named
Yeah.
Pete. Okay, our next story comes from. Wow.
I did bad.
Oh, wow,
That
we're
was
just
pretty
playing
bad.
off each other at this point. Okay, so our next story comes from Lake Tahoe.
Which is a different
Oh.
country than England.
Yes.
See, that's true. It's a different country than England.
So in Lake Tahoe, there was Hank the Tank, which is a bear behind 21 home invasions,
Ah, yes.
and they captured her. It's a her, they determined.
well,
a
Hank
large
can be a girl's name.
It can be. A large black bear, who is believed to be the notorious bandit and a hungry, uninvited house guest, was apprehended by wildlife biologists. Authorities in the town of South Lake Tahoe, California, have been on the lookout for an exceptionally large animal since February 2022 after they reported that one single male bear had been the cause of 152 reports of conflict behavior.
Conflict
Including-
behavior.
Yes,
Dun, dun, dun.
including 28 home break-ins. They referred to the animal as Hank the Tank, setting off the internet's affection. Now, DNA tests confirmed that the bear captured on Friday, who was formerly known as Bear 64F,
Bear
was
64F.
a female.
Mr. 64F.
Yes, a female behind at least 21 cases of breaking and entering. What's more, she was trespassing with 3 young cubs in tow.
In
She
tow,
got-
she has big feet. If
Yeah.
Big feet, yes.
And
Uh-huh.
she,
One toe.
how dare she get her children involved in this? What kind of mother is she?
It's not
Well,
good enough.
you know, the family that crimes together does times together, you see.
Apparently. It's
Yes.
just not fair for those poor little cubs.
So the California Department of Fish and Wildlife cited widespread interest in Bear 64F as the reason it intends to relocate her to a Colorado sanctuary. Normally, bears that have problems with conflict behavior are euthanized. So, because they made her out to be cute and cuddly and friendly on the internet with lots of really cool pictures, the internet would not allow her to be euthanized. So they're going to rehabilitate her.
Good.
And they're going to send her and her 3 cubs to the rehabilitation tank, and hopefully they'll be re-educated and released into the wild somewhere far, far away from Tahoe.
Yeah.
Well, and probably best if it was, since they were euthanasiaed usually, it's best if they were Chinese because then they're smart. What am
I don't know.
Because
I
There's
don't know
lots
what you're doing.
there,
there.
okay, there's something about because there was euthanasia but like they're smart math kids typically in Asia, and
Sure,
the cubs.
there's-
I'm going to stop.
There's youth in Asia. I'll believe
Yeah,
that. Okay.
there's a lot of them. Yes, but yeah, I'm glad they're rehabilitating her. I hate seeing them put down just for
Just for
because
being
they're-
a bear.
being a bear and we took over their space, and now they're the ones that are in trouble because they're trying to survive in our space,
Well,
which used to be their space.
The reason they're actually in trouble because they're not wearing any clothes because they're so bare.
True. I mean,
Wow, we are so
I'm
far
trying
off the rails.
way too hard.
Yeah, you are.
But you're doing
Oh my
doing
Lord.
good. All right, so now let's
Am
talk
I?
about flamingos again, shall we?
Let's talk about
I love
flamingos.
flamingos.
Good change of subject. Thank you, Bearly. Let's talk
That's
about
right.
flamingos.
That's right. Now, and Taebyn, you need to remember to get up close to your microphone when you talk because it's hard for us to hear when you're way back in the other part of the room.
Oh, I'm going like this. And,
Yeah,
okay,
it's very difficult. Hi there. Yes.
Like you're in the time tunnel.
Yes.
I don't know how to do things.
You'll
I
notice.
was gone for like 3 weeks. I don't know.
I know. The 4 years we've been doing this is confusing. So,
Very.
So the flamingos have been popping up in the most unusual of places since Hurricane Idalia blew through parts of the U.S. southeast last week. In recent days, dozens of sightings have been reported from Texas to Florida and as far north as Pennsylvania, and most states in between. And though flamingos can be found in parts of Florida, it's safe to say they don't frequently hang out farther north in states such as Kentucky, Tennessee, and North and South Carolina.
Well, except for the lawns of rednecks.
Well, true, but those are plastic flamingos. These are living
you sure?
ones.
Are you
Yes.
sure?
I'm
Okay.
very sure. I'm very sure.
Well, not anymore.
Okay, so the birds likely got caught up in the hurricane last week, according to the American Birding Association's digital communication manager. And it's a fairly common phenomenon for birds, but not for flamingos, he said. Ohio was the northernmost point for the flamingos as of Wednesday. That is, until a pair of flamingos were sighted in southern Pennsylvania on Thursday morning. The photos of the flamingos found in Florida have tags linking to breeding populations in the Yucatan. So we do know those birds came from the Yucatan Peninsula, and
my gosh.
they got caught up in the storm and just kind of went with it. Now, flamingos are big, strong birds. They're huge birds. They're really big birds. They're not tiny, okay? And so they believe that they either got swept up in the winds or most likely the flock stayed in the eye of the storm and just flew with the storm as it went up the coast. Because that would have been perfect for them and they wouldn't have flown into the clouds. They would have just kept flying in the eye of the storm because the eye of the storm is pretty wide. It's sometimes, 5 or 6 or 7, 8 miles wide. So it's a pretty big eye. And they'll hang around for a while and they'll find their way back. The wildlife people are saying that they normally will find their way back to wherever they need to go.
In listening to all that, it occurred to me
Yes.
that in Philadelphia, like everyone in Philadelphia is very conceited about their writing skills. And do you know why?
Why?
Why is that?
Because they're in Pennsylvania. I did make that up. And I shouldn't have made that. I made that up actually.
Oh, wow.
It was really bad. It was really bad.
It was bad, but well thought out.
It was really bad. Okay. I
Oh,
had to say-
yeah, and Rayne, you have to listen to last week's because I had made up a joke and I had like a backstory and everything. It was like an actual joke.
I'll do that.
And it was really good, actually.
I actually did good.
Yay.
So
Good.
I'm making up for my doing good last week by doing really bad this week. So it all evens out. It's
It
pretty
evens
great. It's
out.
great.
Yeah, it comes out in the wash. That's true.
Yep. All right. Well, that takes us up to our section on the media. Okay. So,
My ears just popped.
yes, they
Oh,
did.
And mine popped.
And they're bleeding.
Oh, they're bleeding ears. Oh, no. All right. So, Taebyn, I'm going to have to tell you, I gave it a second shot. I watched the first 2 episodes of Heartstoppers.
Okay.
And I'm Still not convinced that I'm going to like it. I think the thing that annoys me the most about the show is the little interjected cartoon stuff that they put
the
in
little
there.
animation thingies.
And I was like, really? Okay. But okay, the storyline is it's going down this road. I don't like the bad boy. I just don't like him. And so it's just, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I did notice.
Are you going to keep trying, or is it done?
No, I'll keep trying. I will watch the entire first season. I make a pledge now. I will watch the entire first season.
I forget. I hope it's not too long for you. I forget how long the first season is. I want to say 8 or 10 episodes.
Well, and there's a couple of characters and there's a couple of actresses.
I'm an
actresses in there that I like from other shows. I mean, the mother of the rugby player is the same actor that played Queen Elizabeth on The Crown.
Oh, really?
And
I didn't know.
Yes, yeah, and she's also in the Marvel show Secret Invasion, which I also finished. I just finished.
I
that
had
this
no
week,
idea about any of that.
Yeah, she plays a really great character in Secret Invasion.
Okay.
So
maybe that's why I recognize her. Right now that I did recognize it from. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Have you watched The Crown or Secret Invasion?
No.
Okay.
but I mean, I've seen commercials and things, so I.
Okay. And then with shout out to Keynes, who visited me last weekend. He and I watched the Loki series on Disney. So we were sitting on the couch trying to determine what to watch, and he clicked on Disney and hadn't seen Loki, so we watched Loki. So that was kind of fun. So you
determined it.
Yes.
It was like a dynamical system that has entropy 0. It was deterministic.
Deterministic. Yes.
Okay. That's a math joke. It was stupid.
Okay. And then I'm all caught up on Foundation until the next episode drops tomorrow, and I'll watch the next episode tomorrow.
Oh.
And then I caught up on my go to sleepy shows. So now I started watching What We Do in the Shadows as my go to sleepy show.
I think you talked about that before. I think I've meant to watch that, and I haven't yet.
Yeah. I've watched it. I've watched the first couple of episodes a couple of times over the years. It's been around for a while. And then it's like, gee, what am I going to watch now that all the shows that I watched to go to sleepy are gone? So I thought, I'll watch this one.
That's the vampire, but like MTV Cribs type thing.
Sort of, kind of. It's supposed to be a reality show, but I think I watched the
first like 5 minutes of. Yeah. No, that's reality show. That's the words I'm looking for.
That's right. Yes, there we go. And that's all the things that I bought. A few books when took Keynes up to Portland. We went to Powell's bookstore, so I bought a few books to not read and put on my shelf.
Nice.
And pretty much, I don't know why I bought them. They looked good. The titles grabbed me, and so they will sit on my shelf until someday that I take them out. And what I really should do is just put them in the bathroom so that when I'm doing my bathroom time, I can look at different things there. Who knows? Yeah.
Lots of options. Lots of options.
Lots and lots of options. How about you, Taebyn? What have you been listening to, watching, and or reading?
Well, hi. I've been watching, continue watching South Park for Lunchies. I don't remember. I probably talked about it last week. Whatever show I talked about last week that we've been watching. What is it? Oh, it totally doesn't matter, but this is really annoying me that I can't remember what. Oh, duh. You might remember at one point I was talking about, we were watching the show Never Have I Ever. It's a Netflix thing. And, we're watching the newest season. Okay. Wasn't that exciting? All that dramatic buildup I did to say, we're watching the show that we watched
that
some of before.
Still watching. Okay, good. Yay.
Okay. Yay. We did watch a movie called Just Friends. Now, there's a 2005 movie called Just Friends that has Ryan Reynolds in it. This is not that.
Oh, okay.
This is a 2018 movie by Wolfie Studios. And you might remember me talking about them, or maybe not, but by Wolfie Studios. It's subtitled, and we didn't know it was subtitled when we started watching it, but there it is. But we watched the whole thing, because, sometimes subtitled movies can be good. And the synopsis is, Apparently, it's a 6-time award-winning romantic comedy about 2 young men from mixed backgrounds falling in love and their clashes with their overbearing mothers. Dun,
Oh,
dun, dun.
no.
Do the thing, Rayne. So, ask me how the movie was.
How was the movie?
How was
Not
the movie
great.
was?
Totally
Not
Again,
great.
words are
great.
hard.
Okay. Yeah.
Words are hard. It's 80 minutes of our lives that we won't get back, and we did not like it.
Okay.
And I found out just today that it's a 6-time award winner, and I'm like, what awards are the winning? I mean, does this have to do go along with the whole bog swimming thing that you talked about, Barely? Because
sure.
maybe they go hand in hand. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it won the award for most boring movie.
Mm.
It won the award for worst cinematography. It won the award for baddest writing.
No. It was
You
only
see all of those
nominated.
things.
It was only nominated because it was only 2-time award winning.
Oh, I thought he said
Nominated
sick
for
time.
the-
Oh,
I thought he said
it
2.
was. I thought he said 6.
No,
What did you say?
6-time award winning.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
6
So you
time.
got more things to. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
I
it might
don't-
have.
I don't
It might
know.
not have won the worst writing award. I don't know. I think I need to have either more whiskey on board or less whiskey on board.
Yeah, there
One of
must
the
be
two.
a point where you reach homeostasis and it
right.
evens out.
Yes.
So yeah. Anyway, I do not recommend that movie, but apparently it's very, very. I mean, I
Award-winning.
can see award winning. I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to watch it again.
They got participation ribbons. That was the award.
It won 6 participation
Participation
ribbons.
awards. That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
I've been playing Bloons, Monkeys Go Pop, Hearthstone a tiny bit, Beat Saber a little bit, and so I think it was earlier this year. I don't remember when, but I talked about a game called Space Cat Tactics that they had just released the prologue. They hadn't gotten the full game done or anything, but they released a prologue. And I played that a little bit and talked about that on the show before. Just about a week ago, the full game was officially released, and I bought it. And I have started the prologue again, so I can't really say anything more about it. So maybe, hopefully next week, I'll have a better review.
Well, hopefully it's not a bad. Hopefully it doesn't get a participation ribbon.
Hopefully it gets more than. I mean, it was $11.99, so it was maybe at least worth a very fancy participation ribbon.
Oh,
we'll find out. We'll find out.
There we are. Right? Yes.
And that's what I've been doing for the media this week.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Rayne, what about you? What have you been watching, listening to, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, well, I have watched the first 3 episodes of Ahsoka on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Really
So
good.
were you really wet afterwards then?
Yes, because it was Ahsokan.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
yeah.
It was Ahsoka.
Yes.
It was Ahsoka.
But yeah,
In Pennsylvania.
But I think by episode 3, Chopper shows up. So that's kind of fun. The little maniac droid from Rebels.
So you're going to have to tell me because
okay.
I don't know what this thing is that you're talking about.
So Ahsoka is one of the Jedi that escaped Order 66. And so she's one of the rogue Jedi that's running around during the time of the Republic and all that stuff.
Like the rogue elephants looking for peanuts.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So she
and-
escaped. She escaped 66 and got her own spin-off. Awesome.
Yes.
all the Jedi
she
that
was-
escaped got her own
She
spin-off.
was actually
Good
she
reason
was
too.
actually Kylo Ren's apprentice. Or no, not Kylo. She was actually Anakin's apprentice. Not
Anakin's
Kylo's.
apprentice. Yes.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yes,
not
yes.
Kylo's. Anakin's apprentice. And then she left the Order right before Order 66. So yeah, it's really good, especially if you're a lover of the Star Wars Rebels cartoon. It's fantastic.
How does
and
it relate to? How do you think it relates to, like, as far as better or on the same level, whatever, in contrast to the other like Star Wars spin-offs and shows? And things
I
that come-
like it better than The Mandalorian, and I really like The Mandalorian.
Oh, okay,
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mandalorian, I've heard I haven't seen it yet. I know I'm not. I've heard so many good things. I mean, you both have talked about it on the show. And I know that's really cool. So.
Yeah, it's really good. And then I watched the first 3 episodes of a Seth Green project that he's producing called Super Mansion.
And
so
what is
it's
Super Mansion about?
It's about this old
Mansion.
Superman hero type character he's the oldest currently living superhero, basically. He's got a squad of misfit superheroes, and they're terrible at being superheroes. They're just
this sounds fun.
all bad. Yeah, and it's all done in Robot Chicken style. So it's really good stop motion animation.
Stop motion. And he said it's called what? Supermansion?
Supermansion, yes.
I'll have to check that out.
So yes,
I will too. That sounds fun.
It stars
What
Bryan
network?
Cranston, Seth Green. So there's just a bunch of people in it that are great.
Oh, nice.
Bryan Cranston
Nice.
plays the Titanium Rex, the old superhero. That's
And
the lead.
does the elephant eventually find the peanut in the show, or have you not gotten
Yeah, no, I haven't gotten
yet?
that far yet. I don't know.
Okay.
And
I'm
other
looking
than that,
forward
I've been playing a little bit of oh, dang it, why did I just blank on the name of this?
I don't know.
Hubris. I've been playing Hubris on Quest.
The VR thing.
Yes, because they just released it recently for Quest, so I don't have to link up to my computer, and that's kind of nice because
you recommended that to me sometime. I don't remember if I looked into it. I don't remember if I downloaded it or not. So I should make sure to do that.
it's now available on Quest, so you don't have to have a computer. Hubris. Yes.
Hubris.
Yeah, and that's a kind of a space exploration game with a lot of physics and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
A lot of physics, you say.
Lots of
Okay.
monsters and stuff to shoot at. It's really fun.
Nice. All right.
I will have to check that out. Maybe tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tonight. You should check out the new Hubris. You have some hubris to think that you can check that out. All right, so Rayne, I heard you wanted us to come over with you to your transformation shop.
Yeah, let's go over.
Okay, let's take a
do
little
that.
walk.
It's a nice day. We can walk.
We can
I'll
walk.
leave the elephant here.
Yeah, please leave the
Yeah,
elephant
please
there.
do.
Just give him a
We
peanut.
don't want the elephant in the room.
No, we don't want the elephant in the room. Definitely.
No,
not.
I don't want to talk
I've been down
about
that
it at all.
road too many times.
I don't
We
wanna
never talk about him.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Just like soap.
it sounds like there's a lot of bees outside today.
Yes.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, look at all the fall colors. The fall colors are coming into
Yes.
play.
Yeah.
Taebyn, do you like the colors of the leaves?
I love the colors. They're so pretty. I love it. I love it. It's oh my
Except you're
God.
colorblind, so how do you see the colors of
I
leaves?
imagine. I use my
Oh, okay.
imagination.
Imaginary colors. Those are the best
Imaginary
kind.
colors. Well, I've heard that Burmese mountain dogs are not colorblind.
Oh.
I do
Yeah.
see a little.
So
color.
one eye, he can see a color out of one eye, and the other one nothing.
Yes.
I
Got
actually
50 Shades
like
of Grey.
50,
50 Shades
50
of Grey.
Shades of Purple.
No.
All right. All right. Well, here. Do you have your keys? We're here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
We're just standing
Totally
here.
forgot
waiting
we were
for-
walking there.
We're just standing
Sorry.
here outside your
Yeah.
shop talking, and
Sorry.
you're like, hello, it's your shop. Open up the freaking
Come
door.
on in. Come on
All
in.
right. All right.
Oh my God.
So, Taebyn, this week I made up a new batch of stupid sauce. However, one of the ingredients that I normally use I couldn't get anymore, so I had to go plant-based. Because, everything's going plant-based these days.
yes.
So I am not sure what this is going to do to the transformation. But let's
So does
give it a
that mean
shot.
that? So that must mean that Seth is going to help us with this week because he's so green.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That was.
Possible. That's a real...
Hey, Taebyn. Hey, Taebyn. Taebyn. Go stand on the X, would you?
Yeah,
I'm just
here,
going to
drink-
go stand on the X. Thank you.
And
Thank
drink
you.
it. Drink this while you're at it.
Okay, I'm just getting that. Thank you. That's best.
That looks like
That's-
milk of magnesia. Ew.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the new ingredient. It kind of
Yeah.
has a weird color.
Made it cloudy.
It's
Ugh.
plant-based.
Yeah.
It does that.
It's
Ooh,
bad.
that's kind of chalky tasting.
Yeah.
Well, sorry about that. I mean,
Also, it's kind of a greenish blue color.
It does have a mint taste to it too. It's
Yeah.
a very.
oh, I
interesting
threw the
taste.
mint in to try and help a little bit.
Oh,
I very much appreciate that. I don't think I would like it at all. I'd have trouble.
Because it didn't look good in the tube. But since I'm not
Right.
drinking it, I really don't care how it looks.
Really does. Thank you for that.
yeah.
Yeah,
this
well, of
is-
course. All right, so let's get some stuff going on here. Let's see. I want to enter the vector and the victor and do this, and
What's
then
the vector, Victor?
there we
that's
go.
interesting.
Yeah,
That was a new
that,
sound.
That was new. Yeah,
That's-
I don't know. Oh well. Anyways,
I thought it was
let's
just
do this.
the milk of magnesia stuff making my brain.
Yeah.
That was a thing that happened. Okay.
It could be. Maybe it was, and we could hear it too.
And
All right.
I project.
All right. Let's get this party started. And 3, 2, 1.
Bark, milk of magnesia. Oh wow! Ooh, wow!
Wow.
This is it.
Wow. Well,
this is
for
it.
once you didn't lose your height.
No.
You're
did-
still tall.
Yeah.
You appear to be a blue and purple sunflower, like a giant one,
Oh, okay. That's
with
why
a
it feels
dog
so
face in the middle.
With a
The
dog
is-
face.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a mirror? Can I see my
Yeah,
It's-
here you go.
Here you go.
Oh,
very-
look at that! Look at that, and it kind of looks like I'm blushing because the sunflowery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of a Roger Rabbit-esque animation looking thing.
Yeah, I am
yeah,
super glad too that you came potted and not like
Just
putting your
roots
roots
hanging
through
all
my
over.
floor.
Yeah.
I mean, we
This
can-
floor has been through a whole lot. It
we-
really
we
doesn't
can
need any
keep
more damage.
keep remembering me like this forever if we get me a frame
Mm-hmm.
because of Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was framed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who framed him though? Who knows?
Who knows?
I didn't. I'm just a sunflower.
I don't want to
know.
spoil the movie for anybody.
Yes.
But anyways, so how does it feel to be a plant instead of a pup?
Well, I feel like I can't run around as much as I really want to. It's like I
No.
feel this
Well, no.
energy, but I can't do anything. Ooh, look!
Your
I can
leaves are
dance on
quivering.
the little pot. Ah, the
Yeah.
pot. The pot. I
Pot,
can like bounce
yes.
around and it's a little bit. So it feels, but it feels very
I just
chlorophoritic.
nice. I just thought of something. We need to be careful and not let Tatsu see you because we know about his pot addiction.
Yes.
That's right. That's a good point. All you friends
Yeah.
out there, if you get that reference, we love you.
Good on you.
so much.
Yeah.
Yes, good on you. Good on you.
But yeah, that is a very good. That's a very good point.
So-
So just keep this between the three of us.
Okay.
So Taebyn, hang on a
Can-
second. I'm gonna
yeah.
reach up there and wait a minute. The face is a dog, but it's also the sunflower seed. So I can like
yeah, that's what I was
can
gonna say. I'd like
I can
to.
pluck one out right above his eye. Oh, there. Ow. Ooh.
How does it taste?
It tastes minty.
It's probably the milk of magnesia.
Probably the milk of
That's
magnesia.
Probably, yeah. That
it's
stupid
sunflower.
sauce really does a number
Yeah.
sometimes on,
Although
on
every
the
time I go to a
transformations.
con, furs are always like, "Oh, you smell
Like apple pie.
Like apple
they
pie.
smell like
yeah.
apple pie." So maybe it's that kind of a little bit.
I don't remember turning you into an apple pie, but
Yeah.
who knows?
Sunflowers mixed with apple pie, maybe it's minty. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. So what do you think about being a sunflower? Would you like to stay like this for longer, or do you think you want to go back to being a pup?
I would like to stay like this for about 2.75 minutes longer. But
Okay.
after that, I think the energy inside me is it's going to explode sunflower seeds all over the place. You don't want
That
to
is
do
an oddly specific time frame, though.
Yeah.
No, they're off.
Yeah.
They start getting ready for St. Patrick's Day really early because for them it's
Yeah.
like Halloween is for us gays and stuff. So
Yeah.
they like
So
to
I
get
have-
ready early.
I have to ask you, Taebyn, what does it feel like when I put this grow light right in front of you?
I feel.
Ooh, he's getting bigger.
It's getting
yeah,
bigger.
I
I'm gonna.
feel-
Barely, could you turn the power down on that a little?
I'm gonna. Okay. Oh crap! I turned it up. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh,
Now he's hitting the ceiling.
Okay.
I feel like super torta.
Okay, I got it turned off.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's hope when we change him back, he shrinks back to normal
size. Yeah.
Because I don't.
Sorry.
At this height, I don't think he can get out the door.
He can't. But I was just I wanted him to describe what it felt like to photosynthesize, but I didn't realize it was just going to make him expand so
We
large.
need Bonbo to the rescue.
And what's interesting is it made his pot bigger too. That's really weird.
Yeah. Well,
It-
you know, I think the pot is actually part of him. So
Oh,
maybe, yeah.
Interesting. That
Because
is
I didn't have a
really-
pot in
There,
the shop
no.
before, so it must be part of him.
You don't have a pot shop?
What?
No, I don't. We're thinking about opening one up, though.
Okay.
I do know. I do know. It's my pot is blue. So you know, my feetsies posies are blue. So that is a
True,
Probably a
it
thing,
probably is part of you. Yeah, it probably is part of you.
Nice.
Okay, well, anything else you want to do with this giant sunflower, Bearly?
No. I think
No.
I think we need to. I think we need to
No,
take him
let's,
back and get him back to the studio.
True.
You don't
Yeah,
have
we do
like
have a
this
show.
big, huge recipe book full of like sunflower dog things.
Well, I mean, I could make sunflower oil out of you. I could make
true.
baked sunflower seeds. I could make a salad
I actually
out of your
like the sound of
leaves.
any of that.
Yeah,
Oh, that doesn't
I
sound
could
good.
trim off your leaves in your head and use your stalk as a walking
I
stick.
do not. Let's turn me back now. Because
Okay,
these
yeah,
things
yeah.
are bad ideas here. I'm not like
Since you
this is
haven't
not-
since you haven't really moved off the X, you are actually in line right now, and we're gonna do this thing in 3, 2, 1.
Sunflower sounds. Part. Oh, Joey, does the little
Oh.
crystally sounds get made again?
Let's
Little
see.
crystally sounds.
Okay,
Oh, there we
now
go.
it's official. Now I'm back.
Okay.
Now I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's like okay. Well, I hope your eyebrow grows back because apparently the sunflower seed I picked out of your face was your eyebrow.
Barely. Oh,
Yeah.
I do too. Oh.
Well, you look like one of those fashionable gay guys now with the little
little
slit cut
slit.
in your eyebrow.
Yeah.
There you go.
so,
That's
yeah.
a fashion statement.
It's a
You
fashion
helped me
statement.
make it a fashion statement there, Barely. Thank you.
Well, you're
We're
quite
gonna
welcome.
pierce your nose next, I think.
I don't know, but let's not go too far. Let's not go crazy.
Let's
Well,
not
we
go
could pierce
crazy.
your tail, maybe.
Tail piercing.
I think I would have like several nasty emails from Tail. If
Oh,
emails or
definitely.
letters or something from
Wait,
Tail.
definitely.
you got tail a computer?
Apparently.
No.
Nice.
It was typewritten on a. It looked like it was on an old clickety-clack typewriter. The letter that we got from Tail
An old
way back in
Smith Corona?
season 1. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Because the O's had too much ink in it, so it must have been a fresh ribbon. So they looked like big
Those fresh
periods.
ribbons.
You know. Remember that?
Yeah, oh, I do.
Yeah.
I'm an old raccoon. And I
Yeah.
like old
Do
things.
you remember when Mary Poppins first set foot on ground
Yes.
and Dick Van Dyke came over and said, "What did you do with Mary Tyler Moore?"
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
we're
sure he
moving
did.
on now. We are moving on.
Let's walk on back to the studio, shall we?
Let's walk back to the studio.
Okay.
I don't think people need to hear these jokes in public.
No. Or private.
Put back
even.
on the show where
Yeah.
put back
Private
on the
even.
show where they
Yeah.
belong.
They do not need to be heard at all. Heard is a weird word. Anywhooser. Okay,
It
so
is.
here we go. We're walking back, and Taebyn, that's the same colors we saw before that we're seeing again.
Taebyn, you just dropped
Barely
the
on
leaf
our way
behind
back, could
Oh.
you recite the alphabet for us?
No.
Oh, I wanted to see if you would mess that up too, like all the words you've been having trouble with.
No, but you're dropping leaves as we're
Yeah,
walking along.
You are.
I don't know what's
I don't know
going
where
on.
they're coming from, but
They're just like
I
falling off.
Magic like that.
They're just falling off. They're sunflower leaves. They're just falling off
yeah.
you.
Here, let me
They're just
hold
leaving
on.
me. I don't know.
Hold on. I've got this bottle of sunflower oil.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you rub that on, it'll keep the leaves supple
Oh,
and they
okay,
won't
yeah.
fall off.
that's great.
Oh, okay. Well, but he doesn't have leaves, but he just all of a sudden they're just like appearing. Anyway, all right. Well,
Well,
we're back to the
maybe
studio.
undercoat. They're probably part of his
Okay.
undercoat.
All right. Well, we're back to the studio now.
Yeah.
So,
Delineations.
okay. Well, now that we're back in the studio, I think we should just settle in.
All that reminded me of something. At one point, my friend was like, the alphabet soup and everything, and he was wondering what does LGBTQ plus stand for, and he says, I've asked everyone, and no one can give me a straight answer.
Of course not. No.
I
don't know.
All
I
right.
didn't have a good answer for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
It's pronounced LGBTQ.
It is LGBTQ plus.
It's
Yes.
like a Welsh word.
Yes,
It is.
LGBTQ.
It's
Yes. So we are going to take our headphones off because we do actually have a story for Furries in the News.
Furries, there's a reason they just took their headphones off because we finally, oh, my life is just what? I don't know. But I do know that there are furries. This week, we do have furries. I tell you, this week we have furries in the news. Bart.
He only blew.
Okay.
You actually survived the 3 weeks I was gone. Did you make it? Did you?
Yeah.
Well, my mixer now has one more burned out meter, so
Okay, glad I can help with that.
yeah, thanks.
You know, this one goes to 11. So there's an obscure movie quote for you.
We need ones that go to about 29,000.
Yes, 29,000.
I do
Okay.
not know that movie quote, that's for sure.
Okay. All right. So the only thing I have for Furries in the News is that Chris Hemsworth, you know, that hunky hubba.
Who is
He is
Chris
going-
Hemsworth?
Thor.
Oh,
The mighty Thor.
I always
the
I do
woman
not know
Thor.
who's Chris Hemsworth is.
I always thought it was very weird because he's Thor, and so he's all like, can do anything, and so like if he falls, he doesn't get hurt or anything. But the funny thing is, he's always so Thor from it.
Yes, he is.
Okay, all you furs, this is my last show. I am being kicked off. It's been a great run. See you around the con. I don't.
We would never kick you off the show.
Oh, you're so
No.
sweet.
No.
We
So
can't
are
afford
you-
to change the name.
Well, that's. I was gonna say, all you first listen to how sweet and amazing Rayne and Bearly are for saying that, but then Rayne says, anyway, okay, great. No, I'll take
Well,
it.
it
I'll
has
take what I
nothing
can
to
get.
do with that we're both sweet and lovely. It's just a matter of economics.
Economics. We've got to be efficient
Yeah.
about this. We can't change the name.
We
at this
do.
point.
We are sweet. We would like you to stay. you know,
Okay,
so.
okay, we'll do. Okay.
Or we just hire somebody else to be Taebyn. I mean, it's very simple. We not only
Work for
fire
the
him from the
doctor.
podcast, we fire him from the fandom, and then we
That's-
hire a new Taebyn.
So
We
all
work
you
for Doctor
furs-
Who.
The big
Yeah?
exciting mystery, all you furs, is will Taebyn be on the show next week or not? Dun dun dun. I don't.
Yes, he will.
He might just be dun 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 after this week. We'll see. We'll
Anyway,
see.
Chris Hemsworth, aka Thor, who is
Yes.
Thor most of the days, he
Who's very
has
yummy.
been signed on to voice Fox McCloud or Star Fox in. He's voicing Star Fox team leader Fox McCloud in an upcoming animated film. The movie will be produced by Illumination, the same studio behind Secret Life of Pets, the Sing movies, and the more recent,
Nice.
not so
that's
great
very
Super
nice.
Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it not that great?
It's not that great.
Okay.
Not that great, no.
I shouldn't
It's
worry
better
about
than the original live action that they did
Yeah, the
years
one with
ago.
John Leguizamo and Bob
Oh,
Hoskins.
that was so
That
bad.
was terrible.
That was awful. That
So
was
by
that-
saying this one's better is not actually necessarily saying that much.
I mean, just putting a blank screen up for 2 hours would be better than the first movie. But anyway,
Nice.
so aboard the R-Wing, Fox McCloud commands his loyal crew of anthropomorphic heroes:
Awesome.
Peppy Hair, Falco Lombardi, and Slippy Toad.
Tippy toad.
And unfortunately, there is no announcement for when it will be released because between the SAG-AFTRA and the WGA strikes and Hemsworth's schedule, they haven't got it all ironed out yet. So,
But it sounds pretty exciting. I think a lot of furs are going to be really because Star Fox. That's like a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
thing, especially among
Well,
furries. So this should be cool.
Yeah, and
Well, yeah,
especially
it's a-
among furries of a certain age, like
Yes.
me.
Oh.
I played the original Star Fox when I was a kid, and I loved that game.
Right,
I
so
didn't
for
have
those
my
that-
own Nintendo, so I had to go to a friend's house.
right. So for those that don't know, now know this is based on a video game.
Yeah, that's
So
It's good to.
I mean,
that was good to let it. Let all
just
you
we gotta just kind of point that out there.
Every
you know,
furry
so.
knows Star Fox is based on a video game.
Well, okay then.
You have to be a
Fine.
Yeah, you'd have to have lived under a rock for the last 30 years.
What about
I guess my rock is fun because I did not know this until I read the article.
okay.
But I'm
Now
not
I
a video
feel bad.
gamer. I'm not a
No, I
video
feel
gamer.
bad.
That's why. I mean, you guys talk about video games. And I'm like, I mean, unless it's Crash Bandicoot, I never played a video game.
Oh, that's one that needs to be made into a movie. I love Crash Bandicoot
yes.
also.
Crash Bandicoot. He's such a dork.
Yes.
Bearly, what is your favorite type of concrete?
My favorite type of concrete. There's only one type of concrete, but okay. Hard.
So I guess it's your
I
favorite.
don't like wet concrete, but hard concrete, I guess.
Because that is better at supporting the house and everything. Okay, that makes
Yes,
sense.
you try and set something in wet concrete, it just kind of
It
just
does.
doesn't
And
work.
that's not my favorite kind of concrete. No, that makes sense.
No.
Makes sense.
No,
Good.
no.
Good answer.
No.
Good answer.
Or if you go to a con and there's somebody from Crete there, that'd be the concrete, and he might
Only
be
if he's cute, though.
That's the concrete. Anyway, let's get up to upcoming events, shall we?
Yes.
This there. Oh my
Uh-huh.
cow.
That's
maybe,
the concrete.
Maybe actually, maybe none of us will be here next week. Maybe like the pod gods are going to just fire us.
Tune in
all
next
or
week for 90 minutes of nothing.
That's just like every
it will
week,
rival
though.
the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yes, the arrival of the new Super. We'll put the soundtrack of the original Super Mario Brothers,
And that's all there
movie
is
in
for an hour and a half.
Okay, so this episode of our podcast drops on the 16th of September. So, upcoming events after today, September 21st through 24th. In Kristiansand, Norway is Furnavia 2023 at the Radisson Blue Caledonian Hotel in Kristiansand, Norway.
No way.
22nd through 25th in Delft, Netherlands is the Alternative. I love the title of that.
Oh,
that's a
great
good
little
I
one.
like that. I had not
that
heard
is
that
cute.
yet. That's awesome.
Yep, Alternative. That same weekend, the 23rd, one day only at Philly Fur, which is in Quezon City, Philippines.
One
so
day.
it's Philifurs or Philippines, yes.
So they had to fill a day.
Fill a day with Philifur,
Yeah.
yes. In Vaxi, Finland, we have Finfur Animus.
I see why. I was so confused. Now I see why you did that. Okay, got it.
He's looking at the words.
It's a double umlaut.
It's a V-A with the umlaut and an A with the umlaut, and
So it's
so it's Vaxi, or it's probably Vaski. Vaski. What do we want to name the town? Vaski.
Like, what else would you name it? I mean, come on.
Yes. And they said, okay, so they put it out there. I said, the founder said, what is the name? I said, Ski Finland. That's what I wanted, and but you went far to begin with. So anyway, I sound like a goat. I am rambling. All right.
Did you
If
catch
you can't-
Taebyn's rambling?
I did.
think
I caught
so.
his
Wow.
ramble
I'm
gene.
so
All right.
sorry.
In Budapest, September 29th through October 1st, we have 2 events going on. You can be in Hungary and you can be well fed at the Fur Dance Budapest in Budapest, Hungary, or you can go to Fontana Dam, North Carolina for the furry takeover. Take over the furries.
Damn Fontana furries.
Damn Fontana Furries. Now, October 13th through the 15th in San Antonio, Texas is the Alamo City Furry Invasion.
It sure is.
You're going to be invaded by furries. And the 19th to the 22nd of October, we have in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico is Confur 2023. That
Rayne,
same weekend.
Put in a whistle right there. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Why?
It just sounded perfect to me. My little
okay,
puppy
all right.
brain. It sounded perfect.
Okay, that same weekend, you have Furor in, I'm going to say it's just Totes.
It's
Poland.
so toads.
Toads.
It is so toads.
Totes.
Toads.
Toads, Poland. The 26th to the 29th of October in Stamford, Connecticut is Furpocalypse.
Let's all say
Or
that
in
at the same time, all three of us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Furpocalypse.
Furpocalypse.
Nice.
Yes.
We did that
And
so
then
awesomely.
that
was great.
same weekend, the 27th
Like
and
we
29th of
practiced.
October in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin is Quadafur, and that is at a water park. So that is a lot of fun at a water park.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be that time of the year in Wisconsin, and
It's
wet
all inside.
fursuits. Oh, okay.
It's all indoors. I know my sister lives in Wisconsin, and she takes when my nephews and nieces were younger, she would take them to Wisconsin Dells quite a
And
bit
that's why it's so good to... That's dumb.
because of all the cheese.
Yes, that's the way
You
try
know
it.
what they say? Come to Wisconsin, smell our dairy air. All right.
Indeed.
Also, October 30th through November 2nd, of course, is the biggest little FurCon 2023 in the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino in Reno, Nevada.
Yes.
Is.
And those are the upcoming events for the next, basically, 6 weeks.
Barely, you will be at that con.
I will be at Biggest Little FurCon. Yes.
Yes.
All you furs, go say hi to the Bearly. Because he's
Yes.
a fun
Go say hi to
Bearly.
the Bearly. I might be harder to find because the Taebyn won't be with me, and I'm not doing
Nor the rain, unfortunately.
nor the rain. But I am not doing BFFT stuff at this con. I'm doing off-leash stuff with the puppies. So lots of puppy stuff. I've got lots of puppy swag to give out. I've got little bones and some candy bones and some tags and so all sorts of stuff. So come
Do you
see
have
me at the
any
puppy
ear
mosh.
mitts?
Ear mitts? I'm wearing ear mitts right now.
You are? Are you bringing them
Yes.
to Biggest Little FurCon?
No, I'm leaving my ear mitts at home.
You leave
But,
your ear mitts.
but we will be
That's probably
doing
safe.
several live versions of the Off Leash podcast while we're there.
Yay.
In our Triple King suite, where we will be having lots of fun, and pups can come and join us 24/7 if they want to cuddle, puddle, pup out, or just have a good time. Come to our room.
Yay.
Okay. All right. So Taebyn,
Hi.
do you have a story for us?
I do.
Okay, but before your story there, I wanted to relate something that happened to me while I was in the seminary. As we all know,
I want you
was
to
in the
relate
seminary.
this to us. I want to know.
Yeah. So one Sunday, a lot of the times they take us deacons out and they would say, you're going to be in charge of this for Mass. You're going to be in charge of this for Mass. And it's always like, next week you're in charge. So it's like, okay. So I got to be the music director of Mass the next week.
It was very
And
heavy for you to
It was
be in charge of all that
massive.
mass.
A lot of mass.
Yes, a lot of mass. Mass is the term for this church service for Catholics. Now, I sat down and I looked at what the readings were and all these things, and I thought, well, I'm going to choose the hymns. Hymns are the Catholic word for songs that the congregation sings. Why they just can't call them songs, or why they can't call Mass a service, I have no idea. But anyway,
It's Catholic speak.
this Catholic speak. So everybody sang, we had a good time, and then the priest came up and delivered his homily sermon, and it had nothing to do with anything that was in the readings or the Bible that was read that day.
No, just
He
like
was
out
up
of
there
left field.
just out of left field talking about the dangers of alcohol and
And so the service had like nothing to do with that.
had nothing to do with it whatsoever. And I don't know whether he was, but I don't know. But he says up there, he stands up the evils of liquor, and he says, if I had all the beer, wine, and whiskey and rum in the world, I would throw it all in the river. And that made me laugh because I knew the next hymn that we were going to sing that I chose for after the sermon was Shall We Gather at the River?
And it just happened to be that way.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh, that's so funny. I love that so much.
Oh
That's
my
amazing.
goodness.
Like,
Oh,
were
that's
you able to
excellent.
stop laughing eventually?
So he was an old guy, and he would do these things. He had magic glasses, so he had reading glasses, and he would look down at you, and they would slide down his nose to the end. And then he would look up, and they would slide back up. I don't know whether he had controlling muscles or something, but I just got
He
that
must have had
stare,
good ears.
and I was not in charge of anything for months to come.
So funny.
Like it was your fault you picked that, not knowing what his homily was going to be.
I had no idea what his homily was going to be.
That's
Anyway,
such a
Taebyn,
coincidence.
what is your story?
Oh, not as good as yours. Let me tell you.
Okay. All right.
The last story I read, Barely, you were off. I forget, you were off somewhere, and so Rayne and I did the show. So Rayne, you'll probably remember the last story that I read was "Do not wish for a pet ostrich."
Yes, I do recall that.
And then just synopsis for you Bearly and all you furs. You're not surprised to hear that, well, this little girl wished for a pet ostrich and hilarity ensued. And that ended up not working out very well. So the ostrich went away. And then, but the next night, the little girl said, well, I think tonight I'll wish for a unicorn. So tonight's story is, do not wish for a birthday unicorn.
Oh, are they connected?
Foreshadowed the next book.
Oh, well, I feel spatial.
Dun.
Yes. Do you have a sound that connects to a grass?
To a grass.
To a grass. Push a button. Yeah, there you go.
You mean a gasp?
I guess.
That was the only thing I could think of that was close to grass. It has a G in it.
All right.
Okay, so on that note, look at, and this one is actually, just like the last book, this one is also signed by the author, Serena C. What?
Easy for
Serena
you to say.
C. Banana.
No, it is not.
Serena C. Banana.
It is easy for me, C. Banana. Oh, and you get little stickers and stuff. Look at this. You get all this stuff.
Cute.
Very nice.
So, let us find out why we should not wish for a birthday unicorn.
Yes, let us.
Because we like
kale.
salad.
Or kale, yes.
So there's this
If you care at all.
picture. If you care at all, there's this picture, and she's her name's Kat, apparently Kat, and she's making a birthday list and of who to invite and stuff and blah blah blah. Okay, so she's gonna have her birthday, and so it begins. A birthday is special. It comes once a year. It's time to feel loved by the ones we hold dear. My mama said she'll grant me my wish for a theme, a unicorn party, a fairy tale dream. She will shimmer and shine with her mane all aglow. She'll be all that I've wished for and be a grand show. So we looked up our options and read the reviews. There were pink ones and gold ones and some with tattoos. We finally found one, a glorious sight. Look, she's discounted too. Mom exclaimed in delight. Then my grandma set off to retrieve our new guest, and she drove with a great caution while heading out west. With a great caution. And she drove with great caution, not a great caution, but with great caution.
Great caution. She was very careful.
I'll let you all know this is the first time I've read this. I have not read the story at all, so please forgive me for interjecting the article A in between the words with and great, because I had not.
With great caution comes great hesitancy.
It does, and there it is. There's great hesitancy there. She was greeted by Stan, who was large and quite tan. Then his crew strapped the unicorn to her sedan. And there's a picture of the unicorn in a big tote strapped to the sedan. And then they get back to the birthday party. It was finally time. All my guests had arrived. Oh, please show us your unicorn. All of them cheered. I excitedly watched as she made her debut. That did not rhyme. It was finally time. All my guests had appeared. Oh, it does rhyme. It was finally time. All my guests had appeared. Oh, please show us your unicorn. All of them cheered.
So you got to finish the last line.
I got to finish the last line. I excitedly watched as she made her debut, but something was wrong. Was she sick with the flu? Her long mane was a frazzle. Her horn, it was chipped. Her big eyes dark and puffy. Her hooves, they were chipped and weren't clipped. Weren't clipped. The dangers of not reading this before, Pop.
Yes.
So let's get caught up with her big eyes dark and puffy. Her hooves weren't clipped. Not a shine to her nature, nor a gleam in her eye. She seemed lost and distressed, or just playfully shy. We were so disappointed, we couldn't deny, but we quickly felt sad when she started to cry. We noticed a note in her tangled up mane, and then eagerly read it as it tried to explain. And the letter says, "We thank you for choosing the Uni Express, where we strive to deliver your birthday success. You will probably notice poor Starlight's a mess." Starlight is the name of the unicorn, apparently. So we're sending this note to explain her distress. Poor Starlight had waited so long for her turn to be washed, dried, and pampered until she did learn that our sparkle wash broke, which then caused some delays. Now poor Starlight's been waiting for 21 days. And so that's why we offered you Starlight for free, and we hope it's okay that there wasn't a fee. Will you please help us give her a party-filled treat? She's a little bit smelly, but really quite sweet, quite sweet.
She's not sleet. No.
She is not sleek because she didn't have a
No.
big bath.
No.
Sincerely, Stan, the Unicorn Man. And there's a little picture of Stan, the Unicorn Man, giving a thumbs up.
Stan the unicorn
The
man.
Unicorn Man. Then our grandma called out, I'll return to the shop. This is not what we ordered. We'll do a quick swap. Oh, but Grandma, I said, Starlight needs us right now. We should think of a plan. Should make her happy somehow. We tried bouncing around in a house made of air, but her horn pierced a hole and it crumpled right there. We played Try Not to Laugh, which had always worked well, but poor Starlight stayed sad, as if under a spell. Oh, I have an idea. This plan will be great. We will clean her right up. It's not too late. Whoosh, shine, or, oh no, there's a lot of words on this page. So there's a page filled with all the things that are doing, giving her a bath and stuff. And so there's just sound words. There's 8 things going on.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. There are 8 onomatopoeias here on the page. So here they go. Splash, whoosh, shine, oops. Oops.
Oops.
Poof. Sparkle. Wow. Great.
That's
work.
nothing you ever want to hear when you're getting bathed.
No.
Oops.
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 Oh, dear Starlight, we said, are you ready to see? Please come out when you hear us count 1, 2, and 3. Wowee! Starlight's lips peeled right back with a grin underneath, and her colorful braces beamed off of her teeth. She was finally happy. Her spirits were high, and she soared through the air. While she painted the sky, the clouds formed some shapes of a cool party crew with a mermaid, an ostrich. Some fairies showed up too. Then the sun started playing our favorite tunes. Boy, this had turned out to be one of our best afternoons. Well, marveled at Starlight, who sparkled and shined, because she sensed our intentions were thoughtful and kind. For the spirit of kindness will always shine through when we all work together to help someone blue. It's now time for cake, Grandma shouted with glee, and then Starlight's horn played Happy Birthday for me. As I blew out my candles, my breath made a switch, and I thought long and hard for my next birthday wish. Soon Christmas will be here, I thought to myself. Oh, I wish that dear Santa would bring me an elf.
An elf, of course.
And
Well, I don't know why you would not wish for a unicorn. It sounded like this one worked out okay.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Why?
So you may have to wash it, but big deal.
But big deal. I mean,
Eh?
you get a unicorn out of it, so that's great. Anyway,
Well,
that is my story for the week. Part 2 of Do Not Wish for a Thing.
The thing. And I'm glad to know that they actually went to a place, a retail outlet to get the unicorn. They just didn't go to the woods and kidnap it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't kidnap
They should-
wild unicorns. That's not cool.
that's not
No,
cool.
no.
And remember, if you take its horn off, it's just a horse.
Mm-hmm. But if you drink its blood, you can live a half-life forever.
Wait.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm having trouble here. If you take its horn off. Oh, it's just a horse. I got it.
Right.
Wow. Why was that so hard for what? Why would that literally? Wow. Why was that so hard?
Like the horn is like everything for Taebyn. He doesn't see anything past the horn.
Past the horn. No.
I don't. Oh
There's
my
no-
cow.
He had no idea it was attached to a horse.
Now what's your thing about the don't drink its blood or something?
But
Yeah,
you live
if
a
you drink-
half-life forever.
If you drink a unicorn's blood, it can bring you back from the brink of death, but you'll only live a half-life forever
Okay.
because
So
you're cursed.
But if instead it doesn't have the horn, you're just living
Then
on a
you're
ranch
just-
forever.
You're just drinking horse blood, and that's just creepy and gross.
That's just creepy and gross, actually. Yeah, don't do
Yes.
it.
That's
Don't-
just creepy and gross. All right. Something we haven't done for a while.
Speaking
is-
of creepy and gross,
Hi,
listening
it's
to this
Bearly.
podcast.
Thank you. Yeah. Speaking of creepy and gross, hi, I'm Bearly. Hi, how you doing?
Come see me at BLFC.
Hey, I'm Creepy Bearly. Kind of like Creepy Dave. How you doing?
Yes.
It's not Creepy Dave. Hey, what is that doing? Oh, don't get that near me. Oh no. All right. Okay, let's play some trivia.
Yay, trivia!
Okay, I have questions from the two games, things they don't teach you in school, and I should have known that. So our first
nice,
question.
very nice. Fun times.
Our first question, and you guys can just shout out the answer when you know it.
Okay.
What is the name of Johnny Depp's character in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, that is Captain
Soulmate.
Jack Sparrow.
No,
Jack
Rayne's
Sparrow.
correct. Yeah, no.
Yes. What did you say, Taebyn?
Soulmate.
Soulmate. Okay.
That was not right.
Okay. This may take a little bit more of an explanation on your part, so I'm going to give you each a chance to answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are flies attracted to light? Taebyn, answer.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
flies are attracted to light because at one time in 1942, there was this guy named Columbus, and he invented the telephone. True story. He invented the telephone, and along came an ostrich. And he's like, what's this ostrich doing here? I wished for a unicorn. So they all got together and talked it out. And they had to call Michael Jackson on the telephone that he invented.
We are going so far afield with this answer.
Wait. I'm almost there. We're almost there.
He's almost there.
And
He's
so
lost it, but
then
he's almost there.
He said, Mr. Unicorn, you're not my lover. You're just a girl who said that I'm the one. And then he saw this bright light, and that's when the unicorn turned into a fly as it flew towards the bright light. And so that is why, ever since 1942 anyway, flies always are attracted to light.
I see. That's wrong,
Oh,
but a very great explanation.
I
Yes.
thought I read that yesterday, actually.
Oh, it could be. I mean, that might have been why unicorns are attracted to light. Rayne, do you have an answer?
I think it's due to the refractory property of their eyes, their
That
compound
sounds a
eyes,
lot more likely.
and possibly also due to the genetically induced Jeff Goldblum genes in them from the movie The Fly.
And the unicorn. The unicorn was in the movie too. I
Sure.
think. Yeah.
Sure it was.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, no, the answer is that was incorrect. The answer is because they're attracted to heat, and therefore, like lights and objects heated by the sun are warm, so that's what they're attracted to.
Oh, that's the part
Okay.
I forgot. That's
Well,
totally
mine
forgot.
sounded sciencey. The first part did
Yeah.
anyway.
Yes. Okay. Now, here's the next question from They Don't Teach You in School. How many coffee beans are needed to produce 1 cup of espresso?
Did we yell at this out when we got the
Yes,
answer?
yell at the answer. Yes.
53 and a half.
42.
Ooh, Rayne is
42.
much closer.
Yeah.
The answer is 40.
40.
Well, I just went with 42 because it's the
Yes,
answer to life,
I
the
mean-
universe, and everything.
Right. Right.
And apparently it's close to the answer of how many coffee beans make espresso.
This close to the
Espresso,
correct
yes.
answer, in fact.
Okay, here's your next question. Shout out the answer if you know it. What is the Spanish word for a bullfighter?
42.
Matador.
Matador is the correct answer. Circle gets the square.
But 42.
Okay.
That's the answer.
42.
though.
To light the universe and everything.
Oh,
Okay.
but not to that particular question.
Not
Good
to that
point, good
particular
point.
question, yes.
This is a yes or no question. Is it true that a silent fart smells worse than a loud fart?
True! Yes.
Taebyn, do you have a thought?
There are no thoughts. There are no
There
thoughts.
are no thoughts. The answer is yes, it does smell worse than a noisy fart.
What? What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I was gonna
I don't
ask
know
where do
who-
you
I'm
get
glad
these
I
things,
didn't
but
have-
I'm not even gonna ask. So
I'm glad I didn't have to validate these results.
Right? Exactly.
That's all I can say.
Okay. How many years are in a millennium?
42.
Thousand.
Well, yes, you're both correct because 42 is part of 1,000, so therefore 42 years are in a millennium.
It's in there somewhere.
That was the question. How many years are in a millennium? I guess the answer should have been all of them, right?
Yeah,
all of them.
All of them.
Can't argue with that.
And now if it had said what total years make up a millennium, then the answer would have been yes, 1,000.
It's all about the wording. It's all about the
Okay.
It is.
It's all about the punctuation placement. All right. What is the maximum number of Friday the 13th in one calendar year?
42.
I'm going to guess 3.
You are correct. 100% 3. Now.
Woo! Don't ask me how I'm
Okay.
getting these right.
Okay.
Because at one point in 1942,
Yes.
when Christopher Columbus and the Unicorn were having the conference over the telephone, they were actually talking to Mr. Mike Myers. And
Okay.
Mr. Mike Myers was looking
Let us
at how many
fart.
after that he was looking at his garden and said,
loves their own brand.
They own their own brand. Not that Mike Myers, the other one.
Oh.
Michael Myers.
and whoa, I see what you did there. And then after that, he looked out his window, and after he took off his hockey mask, he said, I only have 3 sunflowers out there, and one of them looks a little bit like a dog, and that's why it's 3.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Puppy
Taebyn?
logic.
Taebyn, what is the name, or what do you call the person who whispers script lines to an actor on a theater stage?
42. No, I mean, okay, so say that again. I'll think this time.
What do you call the person who whispers script lines to actors on a theater stage?
The line whisperer.
No. Rayne, you have a guess?
I used to know this. I cannot think of the word to save my life.
It's a very simple word. It's the prompter.
Prompter.
Yes. That's why it's called a teleprompter.
That's
Yeah, they're
why it's
replaced by
called
the
a
teleprompter.
Oh,
Yes.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense, actually.
A lot of sense. A lot of sense. Well, we have taken up enough of our listeners' time, I think.
That like
you know,
hour and
home-
a half that the listeners
Right.
will never get
They'll
back. that
never
we
get
talked
back.
about before.
They'll never
Yeah,
get
no.
back. It's like- well, I mean, if they're really excited and bored at the same time, they can go watch Mario Brothers. All right. Oh my cow! And Wallaby Socks. We have arrived at the final destination of this off the rails train ride. I tell you, this has been an off the rails train ride. Thanks to all our special guests today. Oh wait a minute, we didn't have any special guests. Well,
I'm
thanks
special.
to Rayne. Rayne, thanks to you, and thanks to you,
Yay.
Taebyn. Thanks be to Taebyn, which
Yay.
is
Thanks
a,
be to
Thanks be to
Taebyn.
Taebyn.
All praise the
thanks
pup.
be to all praise the pup. It's like, let's all gather at the
Oh
river.
my! Gather around
Moobarkfluff
and
to you,
Have the
and
river?
also to you, my son.
Yes. Peace be with you. Peace
And
be
also,
with you.
and also
Yes,
pizza be with you
pizza
too.
Pizza be with you.
I like
PizzaCon
pizza.
is coming up.
Pizza
Yep.
is so good. What's your favorite type of pizza, Bearly? I think I've asked you
Pepperoni.
this, but I want to know again.
Pepperoni.
Rayne, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Supreme.
Because it makes
I like
beautiful music.
And well,
It
yes, because
does.
the
It
Supremes are
does.
amazing band. But
Yes.
no, it's because I like all the veggies and meat and stuff all mixed together. So
and
good.
the Dancing Queen. Oh no, that's ABBA, not the
That's
Supremes. That's wrong band.
Abba. Anyway, we know that you have a choice in your ear sounds, and we thank you for letting us be one of them in your ears. You can help support the show. I'm going to use that line from now on. We know you have
Ear
a
sounds.
choice in ear sounds, and we thank you for letting us be one of them.
I mean, it works.
Yes, like,
does.
you can help support the show through Patreon, Ko-Fi, or through Merch Perch at Redbubble, Bonfire, or Fourth Wall. And every little bit helps to keep the lights on and the pup in kibble.
Yes.
So, until
He's getting
next
skinny.
time, on behalf of Rayne and I, before I turn this over to the pup, we say Moobarkfluff and stay furry. Taebyn, let's end this thing.
Let us.
Tomato,
We cure it all.
pickle.
And we don't want to be in a pickle anymore because we do relish the thought that we should curry on this horrible ending that I am doing because I know you all have the time to do it.
Stop peppering in food jokes.
Yes.
And because I don't have the jasmine seed for it. But yes, on that note, thank you all of you first for listening. I'm tuning in. It means so much to us. We hope we've entertained you. We have a lot of fun doing this. It's also a lot of work, but we also really like doing it for you. We hope you really like it. And stuff.
And
okay,
stuff.
on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, stuff. 1, 2, 3, stuff.
Stuff.
We have great timing. Did you hear that? That's amazing. And if all you furs are listening now and heard that, we feel bad for you and us. So thank you very much for doing that. So I'll just say until next week when I might or might not be on the show. We'll see if I'm kicked off or not. What are you doing, Bearly? Rayne, what are you doing? You have things. You both have these things.
Sizzle magnets.
And you both have
Put them
them.
at my desk too. Yes.
I am so confused. So all you furs, yes, thank you for listening. We love you a lot. Can't wait to hug you type with pauses and talk to you next time. So until next week, hopefully I'll be here barking at you next week. Have a great week and we'll see you next time. Stay furry. Bark, bark.
Bearly Furcasting is an Injured Nerve studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at bearlyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and their guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded and directed by Bearly Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by Bearly and our associate editor Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music, as well as some interstitial music, was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by Reg Day with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Reg Day, you can search for Tweezerbeak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free is library. If you would like to send us a message, you can do so via email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFTchat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the bearlyfurcasting.com webpage. You can help support the show through donations at ko-fi.com/bearlyfurcasting or through Patreon at patreon.com/bearlyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.